Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Football Wizards. In this video, I'm going to present multiple drafts for different formations. Please remember that the primary motive of this video is to give you the basic framework and strategy for building your own drafts. Before we start making our drafts, we will decide the core of our team. The core is basically a group of players which will be in your team for a very long time. These players will be a part of most of our drafts as well. The first player in our core is Salah, and we intend to keep him in our team throughout the season unless he gets injured. Looking at his first 5 fixtures, he is a captaincy candidate for all 5 of them. The second player who will be a mainstay in our team is Raheem Sterling. Even if you prefer Aguero over Sterling, I suggest you start the season with Sterling as Aguero took part in the Copa America and might not be sharp at the start of the season. Next is Virgil Van Dijk, the highest owned player in FPL at the moment. If you feel you want a more attacking option, you can choose Trent Alexander-Arnold or Robertson. The final player in our core is Aymeric Laporte, the Manchester City centre-half and in my opinion the best City defender to own until Benjamin Mendy is fit again. Along with these players, let's decide the enablers in all the 4 positions. Enablers are the cheapest players in their respective positions and allow you to invest in better players by saving some funds. The 4 enablers that we have selected are David Button, Martin Kelly, Den Donker and Mason Greenwood. In case you feel that the 4 million Sheffield United defender Lundstrom is a better pick, you can go with him as well. For now we are going to stick with Kelly. These are the 4 formations for which we are going to be making drafts for in this video. Since 5 at the back seems to be the popular strategy in this season, let's start with 5-4-1. The advantage of picking the core and enablers beforehand is that 7 out of 15 players are already selected. Let's make it 8 by selecting a 4.5 million keeper that we will use for all our drafts. There are 4 decent options in the 4.5 million keeper category: Henderson, Ryan, Pope and Heaton. We are going to be selecting Pope, but you can choose any of them as per your preference. Now let's start adding the defenders. We have selected Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dean and Cathcart to complete our defense. Here are some other defenders in the same price bracket as Dean and Alexander-Arnold that you might want to consider. In midfield, we have selected Ryan Fraser and Noble. Although you might feel that in 5-4-1 you need a better 4th midfielder, but if you rotate Den Donker and Noble according to the fixtures, you will get through the entire season without facing a top 6 team. Here are some other players in the same price range as Ryan Fraser that you might want to consider. Although we have selected Fraser, you can pick any of them as per your choice. In case you want a detailed analysis of all these players to help you select the optimum one, please do watch our previous video all about midfielders. To complete the team, we have selected Aubameyang and Nketiah. If you want, you can also replace Aubameyang with Kane. For the second draft, we have made small changes to the first draft by taking out Aubameyang for Vardy and Fraser for De Bruyne. You can further make a small variation to this by taking out Vardy for Wilson and getting Lloris or any other 5.5 million keeper like De Gea or Pickford in place of Pope. In the third draft for the 5-4-1 formation, we have selected Walker in the core in place of Laporte. Along with that, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Coleman and Cathcart as our defenders. In midfield, we have selected Tielemans and Brooks. If you want, you can select similarly priced Ayoze Perez as well. In this team, we have selected Harry Kane as the striker. To make a small variation to this draft, we replace Kane with Wilson and bring back Laporte and Dean in place of Walker and Coleman. Cathcart has been upgraded to Holebas and Brooks has been upgraded to Fraser. The good point about this draft is that although the team looks great and stable, you still have $500,000 to spare in your bank. Moving on to the 4-3-3 formation, we select our core and the enablers, then we fill the defense with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Coleman. In midfield, we have Fraser and Noble. In the forward line, we have Wilson, Deulofeu and Murray. Although there are other strikers like Jota in the 6.5 million category, we have selected Deulofeu because Wolves have signed Cutrone and I am not sure about Jota's minutes anymore. In the 4-5-1 formation, we keep the same defense as 4-3-3. In midfield, we have Tielemans, Fraser and McGinn of Aston Villa. Some other players in the similar price range are Gundogan, Westwood, Noble, Jorginho, McTominay and Torreira. We have selected Callum Wilson as the lone striker along with the two enablers. A small variation to this 4-5-1 draft can be made by changing Laporte and Dean to Walker and Coleman and getting Lucas Moura for Tielemans. In our final formation 4-4-2, we begin by selecting the defense of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dean and Kelly. In midfield, we have Tielemans and Fraser and the forwards are Callum Wilson and Deulofeu. Finally, we conclude our drafts with this last 4-4-2 formation in which we have replaced Sterling with De Bruyne. In defense, we have Walker, Van Bissaka, Robertson, Dean and Kelly. In midfield, we have Moura and Zaha and the two playing strikers are Wilson and Vardy. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let us know your favorite draft in the comments below. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.